And why is Frank Warren, Tyson Fury's UK promoter, joining us live? Because earlier this morning, the news came to us that Fury Usyk is off. And we heard from Alex Krasiuk, Usyk's manager, who told us their understanding of the situation.
The fight is called off. The reason for that is that it went too far. So there was a feeling that after Usyk accepted 70-30, Tyson Fury started to think that he can put a saddle on his neck and start riding Usyk as much as he can. It's not right.
So that was Oleksandr Usyk telling us it's off, and it's really down to them. So Frank Warren, thank you very much indeed for joining us. I take it you can confirm to us now, Frank, that it's off.
No, I'm not confirming it's off. You know, all I've had from him officially was an email. Yes, he said, "Gentlemen, hope you're all okay. I'm not going into details as well. This is how it's written. It's not my grammar. I'm not going into details as well. Start to blame or point a finger to anyone, but would like to officially to announce what Team Usyk is out of further negotiations regarding April 29th fight. You guys can put your pencils down, so we will speak in the near future. Best regards, Aegis on behalf of the Usyk team." We got that yesterday. That's the first we heard of it. On Sunday, we had a conference call with all the parties on board, respective parties' lawyers, Queensberry, K2, which is his promotional company, Aegis, Alex Krasiuk, and Top Rank to discuss the outstanding issues that they highlighted, which were mostly regarding tickets, travel, who walks first, second, who steps on the scales, pretty petty stuff. And we got it all out of the way, except for one issue, and that was the rematch. As you know, Tyson publicly stated we should scrap the rematch. This was not to put a barrier for the fight, but to simplify the deal. You look at rematch clauses, Jim, they can be very difficult. And Tyson's been there before when a rematch blocked the fight with him and Joshua. If you remember, Wilder took him to court. I think it cost him nearly $2 million in legal fees, and that kiboshed that fight with Joshua a couple of years ago. So Tyson said, "No rematch. Let's just get on with it." Anyway, I convinced Tyson to take the rematch, and he did. So I told him on Sunday we're going to go with a rematch. Then we got into a situation with, how is the rematch going to, work? How's it going to be split? The money's to the winners and the losers, and that's what we've been working on. But you know something? This fight was due to take place on the 29th of April. Everything was agreed, as I said, except for the rematch. It was all about, for the fans, and certainly for me, about those 4 belts being on the line to find out who's the best out of the 2 fighters. That's what
what's good, family? It's your man, the YB, back once again. Big shout out to my doggy, Terrence James Scales, for coming through and scaling up the coin 100%, no doubt about 100%. So, we just heard there from your man's Bricktop, Guy Ritchie, Snatch 2000. Jumping in the cut, waffling the place up. The reason the fight's off, plain and simple. Tyson, scary, wants a 50% split in the rematch when he loses to Usyk. Yeah? Not if, but when. Why is it when? Because Fury believes he's going to lose to Usyk. Yeah, if Fury believed he was going to beat Usyk, he'd say, "Listen, Usyk, you can have whatever you want, mate. You're giving me 70-30 in the first fight, and I'm punch your Nelly right away in for you. Yeah, give you a whole new head top looking wig. And you on that basis, there ain't going to be nothing left for you in the rematch clause. You're going to end up with 15%, because you got 30% in the first fight. I'll rearrange your Nelly for you, and hence you get 15% in the second fight. Yeah, because a man will listen, wait a minute, if your Nelly is worth 30%, and I'll rearrange it for you, it can't go up or stay the same. Your wig got rearranged, and hence, you best believe it. Oops, 15%. That's what Fury could have been saying. Instead, Fury wasn't focusing on what it's going to be when he wins. Fury said, when I lose to Usyk, I want 50% split. What? You want to lose to a man and think you're still equal when you're both going into the fight as belt holders? I said in my last video, Frank Warren's team think they're so smart. Oh, well, Usyk did it with AJ, and they did. Usyk fought AJ for 25%, and then he fought AJ for 50%. The difference is, Usyk was doing so as a nobody challenger. He had no belts, he had no heavyweight clout. Usyk has both belts, more belts, and heavyweight clout. Really, Usyk's win over AJ is similar to Fury's win over Wilder. Yes, Fury scored a stoppage, but then again, Fury went life and death with Chisora, so, you know what I'm saying? One of them ones. Anyway, Team Fury, they're just despicable. Yeah? Frank Warren, I'm not going to call negotiations off. Yes, Frank, you're not. Because you're not the one always having to grab your ankles. Team Usyk have made it clear they're tired of being rode now. Only people can be pushed so far. Yeah? There's only so many times you can try and push someone's dinner back in for them. And Usyk had enough. Yeah, no, Tyson, you ain't going to be pushing no one else's dinner back in for them. No more. Yeah, my dinner's staying where it is, 100%. Going in and then coming out the other end, 100%. It's not going back in. That's what he said. Yeah, no more will my dinner be going in and out, 100%. So, I respect Usyk. I hope Usyk stands by this, even though, really, for me, it's better the fight happens, truth be known. And part of me thinks that maybe Usyk should just cuck himself a few more times. But then again, where do you draw the line? If Usyk accepts this new 50-50 for the rematch, what happens then? Because don't forget, people, yeah? When Tyson Fury came out, 70-30, yeah? When he said that, he didn't say 70-30, rematch clause, you got a deal. No. He came out as 70-30 and it was all simple. The minute Usyk snapped at that, all of a sudden, for the first time, we heard about something we had never heard about before. Point? Well, what happens when Usyk says, okay, 50% in the rematch? The odds are we're going to hear about something brand spanking new. Bear in mind, people, the rematch clause details had all been negotiated already. You understand that? It's been done. Fury drugged up old things that have been sorted. To what end? And then talk sports shills. Oh, well, Fury wanted to do it because rematches are bad and, what? And listen, I think rematch clauses, they serve a purpose. I don't care either way. But don't tell someone we want a rematch clause and then get one and then get the offer you wanted, i.e. 70-30, and now be talking about, let's take it off, forget it, scrap it. No, it don't work like that. Especially when, again, like I said, it worries me that why doesn't Fury want a rematch clause? If you know you're about to win this fight, if I know I'm going to beat someone, yeah, no worries. Yeah, if Usyk wants to dream about this split he's never going to get, let him do that. Yeah? Yeah, Usyk, listen, if you want to dream about a 60 or 70% split that you're never going to get, so I'm punching you nearly right away in for you, that's your right to do so. Fury isn't focused on what's going to happen when he wins. Fury's butthurt about what's going to happen when he gets his chops boxed off. That's what the evidence shows. Yeah? Every single way through this process, Fury's been scared to death of Usyk. Bottom line. Always something wrong. Always. And Frank Warren, yeah, part of me used to feel sorry for Frank, thinking, it's hard working for Fury, but the way Frank Warren's been chilling. I got a video coming soon. Frank Warren came out today. I think Usyk's ducking the fight. Why have they come out publicly and they're ducking the fight? Like, you know what I mean? Like, now that's whack for me. It's one thing. We all understand that Frank Warren has to jelk his man Tyson Fury off for the bag. We all get that. But there's a point where, so far, Frank Warren's been quite respectful and he's almost made it appear as if he gets what's going on here. Frank Warren really's never come out or it appeared at least, Frank Warren knew what the deal was. You know what, Tyson Fury is a scary dude, but I need to work with him for the bag. But in the last day, when I've seen Frank Warren on the offensive, talking about, Usyk, I don't think Usyk fancies it. Like, what the fuck? No, that don't work for me. That don't work for me at all, I'm afraid, fish eyes. It's one thing to toe the party line, it's another thing to be out here actively shilling. Like this dude here, the guy on the right, Gremlin. This Donny here, Gremlin. Gremlin does the Gremlin, his head, yeah, his head and mouthpiece in particular, stay as a permanent fixture attached to Tyson Fury's jeb end. That's how this Gremlin looking ass dude be attached. Yeah, when I was a child, you go to a toy store, and you can buy add-on accessories. This dude here is a Tyson Fury jeb end add-on accessory. You just clip him on right to the end of Fury's jeb. Made perfectly. Yeah? I think they call it, laser 3D modelled. That's how 100%. This Gremlin Donny, he's been laser 3D modelled to fit Tyson Fury's jeb end perfectly. It clips on. Great accessory. Anyone looking for Christmas presents or birthday presents early, you know what to do. Go and buy the Tyson Fury jeb end add-on. Clip on. Great toy. This guy know all about it. He stayed clipped on Tyson Fury jeb end. Anyway, Frank Warren got no shame. Part of me hopes that Usyk I said a few weeks ago that I'd really rate Usyk if Usyk goes on here to do what Fury's never dared to do. Fury's never dared to go in there and run it with top guys. If Usyk goes in there and beats Dubois, beats Hrgovic, beats Joe Joyce, then that there is Usyk really is building a true top 5 all-time great resume. Like, seriously. That's in my opinion. Young, hungry bulls. Back to back to back to back to back. Fury ain't never done that one. Fury's fought one basketball player. Dillian White is not a bull. You hear sideman. We've been known that one. Dillian White a sideman. Who else is there? That's it all. Fury's only fought. Okay, Vladimir. Yeah, Fury nicked the fight on points against Vladimir and then ran off for the rematch. That don't count in my opinion. Anyway, again, I mean, the thing is, the great thing about Usyk is as well is that Usyk is still going to get paid millions of dollars to fight these guys. Yeah, it may not be tens of millions, but still, it's not a bad living, is it? You know, 6 months of work, get a few million. And I think, bear in mind, we've just seen a random South African dude, Kevin Lerena, get off on Dubois. I don't see why Usyk can't do that. We've just seen Zhang get off on Hrgovic. I don't see why Usyk can't do that. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll bet I'm gonna put big money on my darky Joe Joyce punching up Usyk, but that's just me. But if Usyk gets through them 3, for me, he's going into the top Hall of Fame for heavyweights. I'd put him above AJ. Back-to-back wins over AJ, Dubois, Hrgovic and Joyce puts you as the top of the generation, in my opinion. Facts. Especially when Fury ducked. Because that, for me, I've told you before, when someone ducks a fight, it ends up as a KO loss on your resume. If Fury ducks his Usyk fight, in my book, he's got a KO loss against Usyk. That's how it goes. No, there should be no ducking. The record books must recognise what recorded history shows. Yeah? How can you talk about a record book and then not include recorded history? Yeah? If it's been recorded that Fury ducked Usyk, and that must be put down somewhere. That can't just be lost to the sands of time. Yeah? If your back end flapped, then Usyk deserves to have that body on his resume. Just because you wouldn't give him your soul doesn't mean he hasn't earned it. You understand? On some Chronicles of Riddick ting. Usyk's been fixing to snatch Tyson Scary's Chronicles of Riddick's soul clean out of him. Clean out of his Nelly. Yeah? And Fury knows it. He don't want that one. That's why Fury is setting up fighting Bumwood Char. Yeah? Anyway, let me know your thoughts, people. Disappointed but not surprised. Smash the like button, subscribe. I mean, this guy Frank Warren knows no shame. The guy's still out here shilling. Oh, it's not over yet. Frank, you've been said this for 6 months. Sit down somewhere. Smash the like button, subscribe, and let off the bell 100%.